Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Modesty, and today I have another JTE story time for you guys, so stay tuned. So in this story time, I am going to be explaining to you guys what happened with me when I was trying to get to Magic this year in August. So goodness, where do I start? So I took a huge risk by not letting anything get in my way when it came down to Magic. I literally took half of my mortgage money and spent it on my flight ticket and my hotel room. And also just like expenses, like food and things of that sort, while I was in Vegas for Magic. And this story here, it's like kind of crazy because it seemed like if something could go wrong, it went wrong, like right before Magic. And it got to a point where I almost gave up because I was getting hit with so many things, like so many negative things. So I literally wanted to kind of like give up and just say I'll wait till next year to go to attend Magic to find vendors for my clothing store. But my accountability group, I love them, those ladies, they were amazing. They would not let me give up. They were basically like, no, this is a time where you need to go hard and you need to go in. So basically, after I paid for my flight and I paid for my hotel room and things of that sort, I was nervous, scared. I didn't care though at that moment, where I was just like, I just have to do it for me. Taking a huge risk, because this was my second time flying, guys. Like literally, I was still scared to fly. My first flight was to Jamaica with my sister, and we were together. And so this flight here, I didn't have anyone. So first of all, that right there alone was like scary for me, because I've never flown by myself and I had always been afraid of flying, and I was still afraid to fly by myself. But I had made up in my mind that I was not going to allow me being scared and my fear to overtake me and not let me make this show. And so after that, excuse me. So after that, I basically, it just seemed like things started turning around once I basically made up in my mind that I wasn't taking no for an answer from no one. So I registered for Magic as well. I should have said that first. I registered for Magic, and I got my registration and things of that sort. And then now fast forward to the morning, let me tell y'all, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. My flight was at 6 o'clock. So I woke up at 3 o'clock, got in the shower and things of that sort, packed my bag, put it in the car. Well, my bag was already packed, but put my bag in the car and things like that. And so my husband had been telling me I need to get my tire fixed on my passenger side and at the very back or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll get it fixed. But I couldn't get it fixed because I had just used that money to go to Magic. It was a little part of, it was part of my mortgage. It was just part of my bills money. And so I was just like, no, I'll just wait on that. And so that particular morning, we're on the highway, and what happens? I get a blowout. Like literally a blowout. Are you freaking kidding me? So, and it wasn't that particular tire that we were actually worried about. It was the actual tire on the opposite side, the driver's side, in the back. And so after that, my husband's like panicking because he doesn't want me to miss my flight. I don't want to miss my flight because I don't even know how to change my flight time if I did miss my flight. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like what else can go wrong? And so when he was getting the jack and stuff like that out of the back of the trunk, he was like, it's missing a part and things of that sort. And so a guy came over and was like, hey, do you guys need help? And for some reason we couldn't use his help because my husband couldn't find the lock key to unlock the the tire on the car. And so it was just like, oh my God. So I just basically had to calm myself and just like, Diana, just, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna make it on time. I just kept saying that. And so my husband was like, we're gonna have to go back home or whatever, try and make it back home. And I was just like, but it's gonna get worse, or like just riding on that rim, it's gonna be worse. So like I said, it was getting worse. And so at that moment I called my father and I was like, hey Dad, can you come get us, like, you know, so I can get to my house and get my other Jeep, get in the Jeep so I can go to the air, and so I can go to the y'all know, it's to make my flight or whatever. I couldn't even get it out. And so anyways, and my dad tells me my mother just left with the car that morning to get to work, and she had to be there at like 4:30 or something of that sort. And so my mother is gone in the car. So I'm like, at this moment I'm like, are you kidding me? What else, like who else do I call? And so I'm used to calling him. And so I called my oldest sister. I was like, hey, you know, she answered the phone immediately. It was like, what's wrong? And I was just like, sorry to wake you, but can you come, you know, help us out? Basically, we got a flat and I'm trying to get to the airport to you know, make my flight, and I don't want to miss it. And she was like, yeah, here I come. And she was taking forever. So my husband basically, she wasn't really taking forever, but to me, it seemed like it was forever. My husband, he calmed down by this time, went to the trunk, basically was looking in the trunk and found all the pieces, guys. All the pieces. He started immediately changing the tire out, and we got it, you know, we got the donut on there. And I called my sister and told her, never mind, thank you, but you know, we got it changed. And so we're on our way to the airport now. And so we get to the airport. We finally make it to the airport. I'm checking my time and I'm like, oh my gosh, so what do I do from here? I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this is my first time flying. I have to remember what I did with my sister. And so, you know, I just start following the signs, start asking people, and then I actually made it on time. Excuse me, I made it on time, and but I was still nervous and scared, and I was just like, oh my God, like I cannot believe I'm sitting here in an airport with the huge risk that I took with not paying those bills that I should have paid. And I literally went to Vegas, and I was so proud of myself because I've never done that. I had never done that for myself. Like I had never ever done that for myself. And so no one knew that I was going to Vegas except for my little sister. I didn't really tell my family members. It was just, you know, a personal decision or whatever. But my oldest sister had found out, and then my dad, of course, because of the blowout that we had. I mean, after that, I made it to Vegas safely and things of that sort. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys the story time for the entrepreneurs, how I took the huge risk on using my bill money, my mortgage money, my, you know, energy bill money and things of that sort for my business, and going to Magic, attending Magic, and it was totally amazing, totally worth it, and I would not change it. I would do it again. So if you enjoyed the story time, guys, definitely leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys think. And yeah, I'm excited that I did it, but I mean, you got to take huge risks in order to reap huge rewards. So that was my huge risk, because my mortgage, y'all, but it got paid. Let me tell y'all, my husband came through. He's a hustler by nature. No, but everything got paid, so we were fine. But I was a little nervous because I told him, like, hey, I don't have my half. I have to do this for me. And so he was like, okay, I understand. I said, I believe in my dream, and I just know, like, it's been a battle back and forth, like with me giving up, quitting and stopping. And you just, you know, and this time I almost quit because of so many things that was, you know, that I was facing besides my bills and things of that sort. Like, I just almost quit, guys. But I'm so happy that I had my accountability group to push me and tell me don't quit, and, you know, to keep going. I had like-minded people around me to basically just let me know that, hey, it's okay, we all face different things or whatever, but just keep going. And my message to you entrepreneurs and anybody that's out there just need an encouragement, keep going. No matter what comes at you, just keep going. Keep your mind focused on your focal point, your goal, and you'll succeed. And I know for sure that I'm going to succeed as well with this huge risk that I took. So stay tuned because I do have a women's clothing line coming soon to you guys. But I'll link my Instagram down below. I would love for you guys to come and follow me and follow my journey to entrepreneurship. And also I do follow back, so I hope your timelines are popping. But anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.